Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I am Mutnadia Ramadani from PBI Class B. For this assignment, I will answer 6 questions. So, for the first question is, in order to be able to produce speech, the mind goes through stages. What stages are they? So, the answer is, in producing language, our mind goes through 3 main stages. The first stage is conceptualization, where we determine the idea or message we want to convey. After that, we move to the formulation stage, which is the process of selecting the right words and constructing sentences to express the idea from in the previous stage. The final stage is articulation, where we actually produce the words either by speaking or writing them. These stages are interconnected, and we need semantic knowledge or word meaning, syntactic knowledge or grammar rules, and phonological knowledge or sound of the language for the process to work smoothly. And then for the next question is, what do humans need in order to be able to function? The stages. Explain your answer. So my answer is, to go through the stages of language production, humans need several things. First, we need semantic knowledge, which is understanding the meaning of words and sentences. This helps us choose the right words when we speak. And second, cognitive ability is very important. We need to process information and organize our thoughts before speaking. This is this includes the ability to understand the context and situation being discussed. And the third, practice and experience in speaking are also necessary. The more we speak, the better we become at planning and expressing our ideas. So, semantic knowledge, cognitive ability, and practice all contribute to successfully navigating the language production process. And then for the number 3 question, do you agree with saying the conceptualization needs semantic knowledge? Why? Explain the reason for your position. Okay. Uh, in my opinion, I agree that conceptualization requires semantic knowledge. In the first stage of language production, which is conceptualization, we bring abstract ideas or concepts into our minds as a preparation before we start speaking. To do this, we need semantic knowledge, which is the ability to understand and determine the meaning of the message we want to convey. As explained in the text, semantic knowledge helps us formulate the intention and ensure that the meaning we want to communicate it is clear before we choose the right words and sentence structures. So for the number 4 question, what are the functions of semantic knowledge for conceptualization? Explain your answer with with the example. Okay, here are some functions of semantic knowledge for conceptualization. The first is understanding meaning. Semantic knowledge allows us to grasp the meaning of words and phrases, which is essential for forming clear ideas. For example, if you want to discuss pollution, knowing its meaning helps you form a specific concept related to environmental issues. And then organize ideas. It helps us categorize and organize our thoughts. For instance, when we discuss in the topic of healthy eating, semantic knowledge enables us to group ideas like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains together. Choosing the right words. Having semantic knowledge allows us to select appropriate vocabulary for our ideas. If you want to describe a happy experience, knowing synonyms like joyful or cheerful can enhance your expressions. So the next is creating connection. Semantic knowledge helps us relate different concepts to each other. For example, if you understand that exercise is related to health, you can easily connect these ideas when discussing wellness. And then for the number 5 question, what do you know of semantical microplanning and semantical macroplanning? Explain your answer with example. Okay, macro-semantic planning. This is the stage where a person determines the main idea or primary message they want to convey. At this stage, the speaker thinks about the context and purpose of the communication. Example, for instance, if you want to give a speech about the importance of protecting the, the environment, the big idea would be protecting the environment for future generations. Here, you already have the main concept that will be the focus of your speech. And then microsemantic planning. After determining the big idea, the next step is to choose specific words and structure sentences. This includes selecting the right vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structure. For example, continuing with the previous example, after deciding to talk about the importance of protecting the environment, you start planning more specific sentences. For instance, we need to reduce the use of single-use plastics to decrease waste in the oceans. Here, you are using the right words and structure to convey the message clearly. And then, for the last question is, if conceptualization takes place in the brain, which part of the brain runs the function? Explain your answer with theory and examples. Okay. Uh, Conceptualization occurs in the brain, primarily in Wernicke's area. This part is responsible for processing language, including determining concepts and choosing the right word. For example, when we want to explain the weather, Wernicke's area helps us select the appropriate word to describe the situation. As After we conceptualize an idea in Wernicke's area, the information is passed to Broca's area. This area controls how we articulate sentences. For instance, when we want to say, today is sunny, Broca's area helps coordinate the muscles in our mouth to pronounce the sentence clearly. Additionally, there is also the angular gyrus, which aids in language comprehension and integrates different language functions. For example, the angular gyrus ensures that when we listen to someone speaking, we can understand the meaning of the words. And for the summary, Wernicke's area is where we conceptualize ideas. Broca's area helps us speak, and the angular gears support language understanding. So that's all for my explanation about psycholinguistic assignment 3. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.